I think for me, Kareem, I've always been very ambitious. And so while I didn't have the resources to say, yes, I'm going to own something like this right off the bat, I knew that it is possible. And one of the things that I'm very grateful for is that it's a Jamaican person that can actually acquire this estate.
Okay.
How long is the journey or the tour of this property?
Well, it depends on how much time you have,
Okay.
right? So if you have an hour, we can take an hour. If you have two, we can take two.
Kareem's Quest. Travel different from the rest. You're watching Kareem's Quest. Always an adventure when you're watching Kareem's Quest.
We're going deeper into the history of Cedars Estate. Centuries ago, this property looked very different. It was owned by a British family and had a lot of enslaved people who worked this pimento soil. Today, a Jamaican couple has reclaimed it, turning it into a luxury farmhouse villa. It's close to Spanish Bridge and Blue Hole, and the history here is plentiful. We're heading down a limestone staircase that was originally used to access slave quarters. But now, everything is different as we go to view one of the special rooms on the property.
Tell me what you feel when you step on these steps. These are the original steps of the property.
If I'm being honest, right? I like what I'm feeling in this year and in this time on these properties, right? I would not want to be stepping down on these properties 300 years ago, right? Let me just say that. So again, I can't thank you and your wife enough for how things have changed and how we can be seeing this. No, Mackeda, do you have any idea what this is? Because this just feels so nice to me.
These are mineral stones.
Mineral stones.
Mineral stones. And so one of the reasons why my husband wants you to have the Barefoot Experience is because of the feeling you feel on the stones and how smooth they are and the mineral that you have. You really have a grounding when you're stepping down on this stone. You feel
These
grounded.
stones feel lovely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
As we step into the detached room, Mackeda gets reflective, talking about the mindset required to go from Spanish Town to owning an estate where she is only the third owner in 300 years.
You were born in Spanish Town. You basically grew up in St. Mary.
Yes.
Did you ever see yourself owning something like this at any point?
I think for me, Kareem, I've always been very ambitious. And so while I didn't have the resources to say, yes, I'm going to own something like this right off the bat, I knew that it is possible. Because if you dream big, you know it's possible. And sometimes that's all we need to do, is really have a dream. When you can dream so big that you have to grow into that person to achieve that dream, nothing can stop you. So while my beginnings were quite humble, I had a lot of ambition and a lot of dreams. So I wouldn't say that I didn't see myself doing great things. I just didn't know what that great things would be. And so I'm still discovering it.
That means that you still have the thing.
So I'm still doing a lot of great things that I'm still discovering how much more I can grow.
You can do.
So I've grown into 121 acres, and I'll see how far and how further I can grow.
I was just wondering if she was going to say she's going to 121 years. Because I was like, wait, is she that old to be 121 years? Because this is,
We've grown into an estate.
For you to have accomplished this, I can't commend you guys enough.
Yes. And one of the things, we're actually the third owner of this property.
Okay.
And one of the things that
While you still do this, can you go and show me around a little bit, please?
Yes. So this is our bathroom, our prime ensuite.
Mackeda, you no, we always need a woman's take. You love something like, isn't this nice?
I do. It is wonderful. But just take a look at the cedar wood that is still throughout the property, or we've maintained the aesthetic of that cedar wood throughout. And look at this, the glass. So while this is a very historic property, they're modern lines that can rival any 4 or 5 star hotel.
I agree.
Right?
No, you were saying that you are the third owner of this property.
The third owner of this property. And one of the things that I'm very grateful for is that it's a Jamaican a Jamaican person that can actually acquire this estate. Because oftentimes what we see, we don't see that. We don't see our own people and our own black people and people from humble beginnings who work really hard in life to get to this. And I'm so glad. So if I can do it, I encourage our diaspora, our people, our Jamaican to own property here in Jamaica. Right. Again, you're seeing the same cedar woods, and we've maintained the same louver type windows that are from ancient days.
That you put mesh. They're protective mesh, right?
Yes.
So talk to me about a room like this. Who does a room like this fit? Like, who comes into this room? A couple that wants to be by themselves, a little bit detached?
Absolutely. We have couples that are sometimes on their honeymoon
because
that wants to come here and be detached and just be
what I'm thinking about, Mackeda, is this, right? So you have your family, but of course you might want to be going out on your own without interrupting anybody. So you have your own entrance and exit door.
Absolutely.
Right? So as much as though you come down as a unit, you know, you might say, hey, listen, we want to go out and explore a little bit and we want to come in a little bit later than everybody else without disrupting everybody else. And this is the room that you do for that, right?
Absolutely. Okay. Yes. Nice. And it's a beautiful room. You know? So
you like that. So it fits that profile then?
It absolutely does. It does fit the profile if you want to get away. Even if you're in Kingston and you just want a weekend, you know, with your family and you want to come, or your friends and you want to come down here, this is a wonderful room for you and your spouse to get away and to be detached from everybody else sometime and to enjoy this. Right. And as much as this property is quite historic, we've maintained the clean lines, we've maintained the modern bathrooms in the architecture of the space.
All right.
And we're grateful for that.
Right on cue. The chef signaled that lunch was ready. Before we eat, remember, you can find unique spots like this and the best local adventure experiences in my ultimate Jamaican travel guide at kareemsquest.com. The chef serves up something simple but incredible. One of the best parts, he is included with the villa to cook whatever you desire. Okay, so bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
All right, absolutely. So let me ask you now, the chef comes with the place?
It does.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. It's a package deal, right? So you get the executive chef, a butler, your private butler, and we promote the place on a privacy and exclusivity. Meaning you're the only guest here.
And there's nowhere close by, right?
Yeah, so you have 120 acres surrounding you and you're sitting on top of the hill on the mountain. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed, you wouldn't notice, but it's a heart.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's a heart. So when you came in, the sign said Gusso. All right, we'll show you.
I saw it.
You saw it? Exactly. So it's actually a heart and you have the whole place to yourself. So whether you want the boys, you know, or the girls, or it's just you and your special person, and you want to sleep in every room every other night, it's completely up to you.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, because the space is just catered to you.
So, are there any other special services that you have here? Like, what if somebody wants to get like a masseuse, you know?
Certainly, we can definitely arrange that for you. In fact, in the coming months, we will have a mountain spa on top of that hill. That is currently being worked on.
Okay.
So, and I would say hopefully by summer, it will be open and available. It's called the Cersei Mountain Spa. So I'm not sure if when you went on our website, you see coming soon.
Why Cersei?
Cersei means sun.
Okay.
Right? And in Jamaica, it's sunny.
Right.
On top of a mountain. And I don't know, but I love the spa. I love going to Nordic spas. And, you know, when I'm in Canada, I go to all the spas there. But I can't find a similar spa in Jamaica, especially in the St. Mary Ocheres area.
Right.
That is open doors where you can have herbal baths and, you know, saunas and all those things. And so we thought, why not bring it here? You come here for this experience, but you can go and get an herbal bath, a salt bath or a rose bath. You can get a masseuse. You can get a body scrub and facial scrub. Plus with all the herbs that we have, I don't know if you know this, but this property has many different kinds of herbs. So if you walk along the property, you see things like, what do you call it? Spanish needle, vervine. You'll see things like
You told me about rosemary, and you say that you're a big user of rosemary.
I am. So things like that, right? You'll find things like, what do you call it? Dog blood. You know, a lot of Jamaican herbs, Guinean weed. I just found. What did I have last night when I wasn't feeling well?
That's exactly what you had.
Guinean weed.
Yes.
It's good for bloating. It's good for, has all sorts of anti-inflammatory properties.
Yes.
It's good for you. But you get on this property and it's like a haven of natural teas and natural stuff.
As a matter of fact, I offered her, would you like some peppermint tea? And she's like, are you Jamaican? Don't you know that you don't pick peppermint after
6 o'clock?
Yeah, let's say you pick it in the day.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Go get me some,
We already had reap a lot of Guinean that I'm taking back on sour substances. Every time I come, my mom said, bring me some sour leaf and bring me some Guinean and bring me this. Well, we had some that we were drying. So, I love this property because you have all of that and you don't get that. In fact, before we bought this property, I used to buy those things. I'm a collector of herbs. I love herbs.
Really?
And so I used to buy a small pack for $10 in Canada, a little tiny pack like this, like even the Guinean.
And now you have a property that has all of that.
All of it growing wild. It's wild. It's not something that you put and you spray it and you do this and you do that. It's coming from the property naturally.
As a matter of fact, I was helping the guys. They were doing some debushing, and as part of the maintenance and beautification of the, and I'm like smelling it. Like, what is this? They're weeding it up. I picked up some. Like, what is this? It smells bitter. And it's like, oh, that's Cersei. I'm like, don't weed this up. Right? It's Cersei. Yeah.
Having had a hearty lunch, we're now checking out the primary bedroom. It's got that perfect morning view, and it's amazing how they have upgraded the space with modern bathrooms while keeping the original window technology and simplicity of the era.
This is the primary suite. Back in the days, they used to call it what?
I don't know, the main quarters? What was it?
The master bedroom.
Them still call it master
People
bedroom.
still call it master bedroom. And you know why, right?
Yeah.
Because
But you know what? I'm be honest with you. So we looked at 2 rooms, and I
Yes.
prefer the other one. Like,
Yes.
this one is nice,
Yes.
but boy, each room here seems to have a character, and that's the thing.
Yes.
Because no 2 rooms are the same.
They're not.
People are going to have preferences.
Absolutely.
How many rooms? I did not ask you this. How many rooms are we looking at?
So on this house, we have 5 bedrooms in total, and we have 3 bathrooms. So you'd see that the master bedroom here has its own primary ensuite, as well
And
as
it seemed like it was built on.
yes.
Right?
So as you can see, this again was the original house, and it stopped here.
And it extended.
And we extended it to add another bathroom, which is a primary suite. You can also see that this part of the room was extended because this was the original room.
Oh,
that
this where it
stopped here.
ended?
Yes, it was just this. And this was extended out to have this wide space and larger. As you can see, this house, as I say, is over 300 years old. So back in those days, you don't find, a huge house. In some places, you have this, and this was the original house, but it has been extended over time. And this is a very nice room. One of the things I loved about this room is when you wake up in the morning or even sitting here, I want to show you the views of the mountain that you have here. It's such a beautiful view in the morning, right? That goes out. And as you can see, this is a counterbalance window.
Oh, really?
Yes. So
this
these?
is big technology there,
Yes,
So
back in those days.
So this is a counterbalance window.
Absolutely.
And it's so light.
And it is light.
Oh my
And you can bring it right down.
Yes.
And you can go up with it. And you notice how it holds when you go, and you get all this fresh air coming in. And I absolutely just love looking outside.
True.
And you see the
Yeah, it's
mountain.
so beautiful.
And it's a nice view. And you can also, if you sit here, you can see the pool from here.
But let me ask you this though, right? 121 acres is so much to take
Yes.
care of, right?
Absolutely.
Wow.
But we don't think about it in that respect, you know. We think about it as land ownership. God's not making any more land.
True. True.
So when you own land, you own something, right? That
Yeah.
you can develop in many things. And you know, my husband always said to me, you know, Mackeda, you're always bored. So there's always a business plan that is being written. There is always
True, true.
an idea. There is always a vision for something. And for me, I love farming. Like I said, I
Oh, you
also
love
grew up
farming?
in the country, and we have a farm here as well. And we're continuing to build on that farm. So agriculture is a huge part of the space on the land.
This nice little cozy space, right?
So this one has a queen bed. As you can see, it's a nice queen bed
Yeah.
that fits. So this property can sleep up to 10 people
Oh, okay, then nice.
total. So you can grab all your friends, or if your family's coming down, 10 people.
And one nice thing about this property too, especially this room, you're close to where the food is.
Yes.
So whichever part of the family member, whichever family member who love the food,
Yes.
right? You go right here, so good.
Absolutely.
Dinner will never, ever miss you.
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely. And we'll go over. This is just a drawing room. We keep it
No,
as an
no,
open
your
space.
husband had told me.
And just a space you can hang out and talk. And this is another bedroom.
We're taking advantage of the sun and heading out to explore the property. Mackeda and her daughter are in their water boots, ready for the trails. Even Claude is in his elements, as the child in him has come out. Plus, he's been quizzing me on every plant we pass.
You know, you see, what's this tea called here? I said tea, sorry. this
Listen,
bush?
fever grass.
Fever
listen.
grass, okay, all
First
right.
of all, he
right.
left Jamaica so long ago, right? He can't come and card me, all right?
Yes, listen, pimento trees,
Okay,
and a whole
nice.
bunch of them drop down here.
Whose quarters is this?
This is one of the staff quarters.
Okay.
So
So
we
where
have
does
the
the chef
generator
sit?
house. The
Okay.
chef is here.
Okay.
We have another staff quarters up there,
Okay.
right? To your left here, you'll see this area that's being cleared out.
Yeah.
It's growing back. So what's going to see is future homes of Scotch bonnet peppers, string beans, yellow yam under the tree over there. So you're going to get some things. Look to your right. Do you see anything on the vines there to your right?
Yeah, see that pumpkin?
Pumpkin, eh?
Yeah.
Nice. Do you see anything else to your right?
Yeah, see another pumpkin right
Yes.
there.
That's,
Ah, good. And you can do so much with the leaves and everything with the
yes,
pumpkin.
yes. But you can see the trunk of it to see how big it was.
Yes.
But we've lost that. Yes.
All right.
Yes. So that's a moringa tree. Right? Okay. So at the Cedars Estate, we promote and talk about farm to table.
Right.
Okay? Okay? So take a look. So you see the Spanish needle there, but if you look by the Spanish needle, you'll also see some back chows. And pop chow, over here we have sugar cane. I will show you.
Since coming back home, Claude has fallen in love with the island all over again. He's eager to show off his harvest, and if you're interested in seeing more of Jamaica like this, make sure to pick up my travel guide booklet at kareemsquest.com.
Here. Over there we have sweet corn, okay? And we have lots of other fruit trees here. So you'll see that there is plantain, banana, pear tree.
We're back in the UTV now. The land is full of surprises. Nutmeg trees and the massive pimento trees that give me a serious history lesson.
Okay.
How long is the journey or the tour of this property?
Well, it depends on how much time you have,
Okay.
right? So if you have an hour, we can take an hour. If you have 2, we can take 2, right? Because some people, they want the history. For example, while this is damaged, it's one of the oldest structure on the property,
Okay.
right? It's one of the first homes that was on the property. When you look, you see a nice pimento tree
Yes.
here. But if you look to the right, you'll notice there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pimento trees that's in front of you.
Ah.
And that's what's left on this area right here. In the garden area.
So there are a lot of pimento
A
trees.
lot of pimento. So there was over 100 pimento trees on the property,
Okay.
right? Okay. Now, what's that tree that's right here? Do
Okay.
you know what this tree is?
Which one?
This one here. Does your viewers, do they know what tree this is?
No, I don't know this
Okay.
one.
Do you see the fruit that's on it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a nutmeg tree.
All right.
So this here is our nutmeg walk.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. So all of that's a nutmeg walk. It goes all the way down, right? And we have all different sort of fruit trees that are down there also.
Okay.
As we go
Nice.
through, okay, this is a soursop tree,
Yeah.
right? To our right, that's an avocado tree, okay?
We found a pond which is a magnet for local birds. It took a hit during a recent hurricane, but the life here is still vibrant.
So this is the pond where if you have different species of birds.
Yes, turtles that come to the water. It's year round. It's never dry. Yeah, so it's one of the future areas that we haven't cleaned it back up yet since the hurricane.
Okay.
But we're gonna clean it back up,
Yeah.
and so you can see its beauty. But lots of different flowers that's down here. Lots of birds. Lots of other natural nature of things that actually lives and breathe in this space.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not everything here is planted by hand. The animals on the estate have been doing their own reforestation work for years.
The cattle, they eat the guava, they love the guava. They eat it, and as they excrete their manure with the seeds from the guava and their excretion, they just love it, and it grows, and we get more and more and more guava. So as we leave it, it grows over time. To your right over there, Kareem, that's another stable on the Jamaican plate. I don't know if you know what that is that you're looking at there. Those broadleaf trees.
Bro, this one right here, so?
No, on the ground, on the ground.
On the ground.
Yes. Those broadleaf on the ground.
Yeah.
On the ground.
Cocoa?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, a white cocoa. Yes.
So,
Yeah. You good? Yeah, so there's lots of stuff on the property. All right, so we're going left.
all right, hold on.
In 2025, Hurricane Melissa was rough. A lot of crops are still recovering, and some trails are still a bit overgrown, but we managed to find a superfruit on our excursion.
Where is this journey taking us now?
So this is taking us to the plantain walk and to the farm area, right? Another farm area on the property. So as we go along the way, there's a lot of other things that are of interest also, and I will stop and show you some of these as we go through, right? All right, so I'll stop right here, okay? All right, so if you look over there, you'll see some green stuff over there, and you'll also see the same thing on the trees hanging down, these long plants. If you see them, again, I don't know if you know what those are.
Yeah.
Not to put you on the spot, but those are stinky toe.
Okay, all right.
Stinky toe.
Anything, yeah, stinking toe. Any of them, but I don't see nothing bearing us yet, right?
No, they're right there. Here.
Oh, yeah, they're right there. I see them.
See
Okay.
them there, and you see them up there.
Okay.
Yeah, Jason's just gonna show you. Stinky toe. Now, I know Valentine's Day that just passed, but you can still use some.
See one there, Jason, brown. Well, Jason know when them ready.
Yes.
You know, this is an application, right?
Yes.
So I just know that it has a lot of good. As a child, I used to have it a lot.
Yeah.
It's very powdery doing it. You
Yeah.
choke on it, you know. I know I used to, my cousin actually packages these things, you know, named Yaga Lifestyle, yeah. So any of those, you know, like dog
That's
blood
good.
and them stuff there, all of them in mouth. Yeah.
And we have donkey pee here where you're dropping
Yes,
the
yes.
That's one of the
Go the other way, probably.
we have a couple ways.
Okay then.
So the trail is amazing, but because some part of it blocked out with the
Yes.
hurricane and we have to clean it. We're only doing part.
See? Do you have jackfruit?
Yes, we do. Yes, but none is ready right now.
Oh God,
Yeah,
no,
but
that
we do
is the
have
tree that
jackfruit.
Kareem's quest would raid.
You can see where Melissa really left her mark, especially in the planting walks. It's heartbreaking. But I was still able to get a hand of planting straight from
So
the
this one is
source.
what?
All right, so where we going now?
Plantain walk. We're going to our plantain walk, right? So you get your fresh plantain, right? So this is our plantain walk. There's also, all right? So again, so much to do, so much to see, all right? So we with the plantain walk here, we still have to clean up some of these remnants from the hurricane, because there's so much land, there's so much to do, so we have to prioritize how we do things. Even the planting walk, we haven't cleaned all of it up yet. Right? We've lost a lot of planting.
No, this is a lot to do.
Yes.
It's a lot because the trees they will need cutting. It's a lot.
Yes.
So any planting them ready?
Well, from what we can see here, So Kareem, you see, you're looking from here up to the mountain up there, right? This continues all the way up to the mountain.
Wow.
Right, but we can't go this fast. We have to actually walk in there. So you see Jason over there is just looking to see what's ready, right? We also have some dasheen and cocoa further over in here. So he's looking.
After the trail, we headed back to the house where Mackeda showed me the final 2 rooms.
Yeah, this.
Room. Okay. And it has a queen bed here as well. And you know, usually 2 persons sleeps in, you know, these rooms or kids.
Where does the chef and the staff stay?
They have their own quarters on the property, but outside, over the other side. So there's a staff quarters behind this house, and there's one underneath this house as well.
Okay, beautiful.
So there's quite, so they're on property.
They're on property.
Yes.
All right, no problem. So
you're not alone.
this is the right.
And
so
we have a one that has 2 single beds over here.
Okay. And that's if the kids are here, right?
If the kids are here, then you can come into this room, and you have 2 single bed in this room as well.
So if you really want to just be by yourself and kind of, you know, be a little bit away and be in nature, private, you know, with your own private time, this is a great spot.
It is a great spot, and like I said, one of the things I love about this place is the fact that it's not a hotel. You're not joining line to collect your meal. You're not doing everything with everybody else and sharing everything else. This is actually a sanctuary. You're here with your family. You get to really connect with them, and that's a lot of things that people are missing these days. When you go, there's so much out there to...
Too much happening.
Too much happening. This is a place where you get to relax. You get to find yourself. You get to read a book. I tell you something, I'm a lawyer and I read a lot, but I don't read for pleasure. And I remember, I read contracts, I read all these different things, I read cases. And I remember how much as a kid I loved to read. And it was the first time after buying this place, I sat over there and I would read everything just for pleasure. I couldn't put the book down. And it was just the most beautiful experience, again, to rediscover that part of me that, you know, I love as a kid that I forgot. So this will help you too. If you want to write a book, if you're a writer, that's the other thing. If you're a writer or you're an entertainer, this is a perfect place for you as well. This is where you can get to write your song or, you know, do your lyrics. And later on, we have ideas of perhaps putting a studio up here as well.
This property has layers of history, but Claude is about to drop the one fact that stands out above all the rest.
Yeah, Kareem, actually, so this is another part of the year we can just lounge. Again, you see the outside. So speak of the original building, you can see the outside lights here from the building. And oh my gosh, I should point this out. This is one of my favorite painting in the house, as a matter of fact. After the ones my wife commissioned, of course. Right? If you notice, if you see the date on this one, what date does it say?
1898.
All right. So this was the original drawing. So the original owners is a family from Canada called the Vermonts that own this
Are you
place.
serious?
Yes. Right? So, and then they sold it to the Coles, and the Coles sold it to us. So what that means is we're the 3rd owners of this property.
Over 300 years.
Yes, right? So if you think about it, in the 60s, there was something that was happening with Jamaica in and around, you know, 1962. I'm not sure if you know what happened. I'm sure you do.
So we have that independence.
Exactly. So a lot of the colonial owners and stuff, they were thinking about what do they do. Some of them left. So the Vermont, they kept 40 acres for themselves. As a matter of fact, the grandson, one of the great-great-grandson, we do speak with him because he's our neighbor.
Oh, really?
Right? So he has 40 acres of the lawn of the original.
Let me see this. 286 acres, right?
Yes, that was the
and
original property.
you have 121
Yes.
of the 286.
That's right. So they've kept some of the land for themselves, and that was sold to us.
Okay, because you know what? When I went over to an estate in Prospect, right? I don't know if you know this adventure park called Yaman, right? It's Canadian ownership too. To the best of my knowledge, it's Canadian ownership. Something similar to you know what you have here.
Yeah, and there's a part of the property which we won't get to see today, but it has the original peoples on the land, meaning descendants from the slaves from Africa still lives on the property when they got their freedom.
Okay.
Right?
While our tour of the house is complete, the story of Cedars Estate doesn't end at the front door. If you're still searching for that final bit of adventure, ask Josh to fire up the UTV and take you down to the Spanish Bridge. It adjoins the property and is home to one of the most stunning crystal clear river spots on the island, a favorite for locals and travelers alike. Whether you're here for the quiet heritage of the villa or the energy of the river, Cedars Estate offers a connection to Jamaica that stays with you long after you leave. It's been an incredible journey exploring this 300-year legacy.